Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma State's offense will take the first swing of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting we got these types of guys to be our...
Coming out aggressively. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Here's the pressure. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
And the defense, Abe, got him at the 27. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you can definitely see he can hit that turnover.
And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the SMU Mustangs offense will go to work for the first time today. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
The Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield, it's Lincoln. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got him downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead.
Turning it on. Got the first down and more.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hunt. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking for a man, it's Tollefson. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Handoff from the gun. Hard running there. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the back. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Lincoln. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. And they'll get him down after a solid return. And the offense suddenly, with an opportunity it couldn't have expected, with a 1st and goal after the pick. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Coleman. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal to go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's not...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
To the air, it's Lincoln. Firing to the right, complete. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Mustangs are on the move. Give to the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 2nd down. Wide out trying to get it in. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Complete to start this drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
Sure.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, SMU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Looking to throw, it's Thompson. Makes the catch, it's McClain. There he goes. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
He's got it on the right, and he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Mustangs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping him off balance with that play call.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Looking downfield, it's Lincoln. Trying to barrel in.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's why you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
With the catch, it's McClain. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They boot it away on 4th down. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's a heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
To the air, it's Lincoln. And he's wrestled to the ground. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
He's got the back in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Under fire. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him.
Throws toward the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And the Cowboys will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough for the 1st. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Tollefson. Sets up the screen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Cowboys want to crank the tempo.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Cowboys are flying down the field. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down here for the offense. Running to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the end.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's no good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He'll try to do it himself. Picks up what he can and then slides.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
To throw, it's Lincoln. fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And here comes the offense on second down. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Mustangs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's talked to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Gets it out fast. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Here we go, set. Here's the handoff. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Lincoln. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
Got it in the middle. It's Hunt. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Scanning the field, it's Lincoln. That's reeled in, it's Cooper. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains, it's at the 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The give to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but, man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule to keep this guy around next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole body of work, right? You finish strong, but what is every...
A shot for the end zone. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running it to the right. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Back to throw, it's Tollefson. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the ground, it's Hunt.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. It's Ford. And he'll go down after a huge gain and picking up the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming and you put those